Welcome to the Diplomacy and Discourse channel. I'm your host, AR. So on this podcast episode, we're just going to chat about the many disciplines across the globe. Mainly, the subject of politics is discussed. However, this isn't a show about current trends, like what's happening at the White House, for instance. Instead, we're going to discuss government institutions, power struggles, geopolitics, actors in both the state and non-state sectors, technology, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, economics, and many other topics. So, in this episode, we're going to explore how education can be a powerful tool to create a culture of peace. We will discuss how education can promote tolerance, understanding, and respect for human rights. And we will also examine how education can be used to encourage dialogue and collaboration between nations and people of different backgrounds. Lastly, we're going to discuss how education can empower individuals to create positive change in their communities. It would be an oversimplification to claim that ignorance alone causes conflict. Conflict is multifaceted, often emerging from historical grievances, political struggles, economic disparities, or social inequalities. Yet ignorance remains a crucial contributor, exacerbating tensions by fostering misunderstanding, prejudices, and lack of empathy. Ignorance can prevent individuals or groups from appreciating diverse perspectives, thus limiting their ability to engage in constructive dialogue. Education, by contrast, gives us the tools to overcome this barrier. It instills critical thinking, nurtures open-mindedness, and equips individuals with the capacity to address disputes constructively. In this way, education acts as a foundation for peacebuilding, enabling communities to address conflicts at their roots, rather than merely treating the symptoms. The United Nations recognized this potential when it enshrined quality education as the fourth Sustainable Development Goal, or SDG. SDG 4 emphasizes that education is more than a fundamental human right. It is a transformative force that can break cycles of poverty, inequality, and violence. Education enables individuals to analyze problems critically, develop innovative solutions, and engage in meaningful dialogue. These skills really matter not only for personal growth, but also for building resilient societies, capable of addressing challenges collectively. Of course, we should know this, that education fosters understanding, empathy, and respect for diversity. Because in a world marked by all the big divides, like culture, religion, you name it, these qualities are essential for bridging gaps and resolving disputes. When people are educated, they are better equipped to move beyond stereotypes and see others as individuals with unique experiences and aspirations. This also means that education can serve to encourage creativity and innovation, helping communities develop new approaches to persistent challenges. It lays the groundwork for a society that values tolerance, inclusivity, and collaboration, attributes that are vital for sustainable peace. A pretty crazy example showcasing what happens in the absence of education is the failure of U.S. Ambassador L. Paul Bremer's mission to Iraq in 2003. Bremer's inability to establish meaningful connections with the Iraqi people was rooted in his lack of cultural and linguistic understanding. His failure to bridge this divide hindered his ability to build trust or foster dialogue, ultimately dooming his peacekeeping efforts. Bremer's experience serves as a cautionary tale, underscoring the importance of education in navigating cultural complexities and fostering mutual understanding. Without a foundation of cultural knowledge and respect, even well-intentioned efforts can falter. Conversely, education's role in reconciliation and healing is vividly illustrated by Nelson Mandela's leadership in South Africa. During the country's transition from apartheid to a multiracial democracy, Mandela championed education as a tool for bridging divides and fostering unity. He understood that education was not just about academic knowledge, but also about shaping values and attitudes. Mandela used education to teach South Africans about forgiveness, empathy, and shared humanity. His efforts demonstrated that education could transform deeply divided societies, fostering an environment where dialogue and cooperation could flourish. Mandela really showed us a solid way to think about this for understanding how education can address some of the world's most intractable conflicts. His approach emphasized the importance of listening to all voices, even those that represented opposing views. Through education, he helped South Africans move beyond hatred and resentment, laying the foundation for a more inclusive society. Mandela's story, of course, is a testament to the transformative power of education in rebuilding fractured communities and fostering lasting peace. All around the world, there are countless examples of how education can be used as a tool for peacebuilding. In Rwanda, after the genocide of 1994, educational initiatives played a critical role in promoting reconciliation between the Hutus and the Tutsis. Programs focused on teaching young people about the causes and consequences of the genocide, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for preventing future violence. These efforts were instrumental in helping Rwanda transition from a state of division and devastation to one of relative stability and growth. Yeah, this is also similar in the case of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Education has also been used there to bridge ethnic divides in the aftermath of the Yugoslav wars. Schools that once perpetuated ethnic segregation have been reconstructed to promote inclusivity and understanding. Through curricula that emphasized shared histories and cultural appreciation, these initiatives aim to heal the wounds of war and build a more cohesive society. These stories really show that education is not just a means of transmitting knowledge, but a powerful tool for transforming societies and fostering peace. Even with all this progress, many regions still face significant challenges in implementing educational programs. There are variables like resource constraints, political instability, and entrenched social divisions that often hinder access to quality education. In many conflict-affected areas, schools are destroyed, teachers are displaced, and students are left without safe spaces to learn. And these challenges are directly acute in the West Bank and Gaza, where Palestinian children face daily obstacles to accessing education. There's harassment, violence, and land appropriation that creates a hostile environment that undermines their ability to learn and thrive. So addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach. First, it is essential to uphold international laws and treaties that protect the right to education. That means making sure schools are treated as safe havens even in times of conflict. Second, governments and international organizations must prioritize investments in education, particularly in conflict-affected areas. This means building schools, training teachers, and providing the resources needed to create safe and inclusive learning environments. Third, education must be tailored to the specific needs of each community, incorporating cultural and historical context to ensure its relevance and impact. The role of education in fostering peace is not limited to conflict zones, of course. Even in relatively stable societies, education plays a crucial role in promoting understanding and preventing divisions. By teaching people about the value of diversity and the importance of dialogue, education can help build more inclusive and resilient communities. For example, programs that focus on teaching global citizenship encourages students to see themselves as part of a larger human family, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for the well-being of others. So here's a great scholar we can talk about. Johan Galtung's Peace Framework provides valuable insights into the relationship between education and conflict resolution. Galtung identified 4 components of peace: positive peace, which involves creating systems that promote justice and equity; negative peace, which focuses on the absence of violence; creative peace, which encourages innovation and dialogue, and structural peace, which addresses the root causes of conflict. Education contributes to all four components by promoting critical thinking, fostering dialogue, and addressing systemic inequalities. It provides individuals with the tools needed to navigate differences, resolve disputes, and build sustainable relationships. The connection between education and peace is perhaps most evident in its ability to address the root causes of conflict. Poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity are often at the heart of social unrest. By providing individuals with the knowledge and skills needed to improve their lives, education helps break the cycle of poverty and inequality that fuels violence. It empowers individuals to advocate for their rights, to participate in decision-making processes, and to contribute to the development of their communities. In this way, education acts as a catalyst for social and economic progress, creating the conditions for lasting peace. So now let's go back and consider the case of Palestinian children in the West Bank. For many of these children, access to education is not just a right, but a lifeline. It offers them a sense of normalcy in an otherwise volatile environment and a pathway to a better future. Yet their ability to attend schools is often disrupted by violence, harassment, and structural barriers. Addressing these challenges requires a concerted effort to protect educational institutions, to provide resources for building schools, and to ensure that teachers and students are safe from harm. It also requires a commitment to addressing the broader social and political issues that undermine education in the region. So to wrap it up, education is not just a means of acquiring knowledge. It is a powerful force for social transformation. It equips individuals with the skills and values needed to navigate a complex and interconnected world. It fosters empathy, respect, and understanding, laying the foundation for a more peaceful and inclusive society. By investing in education, particularly in conflict-affected areas, we can address the root causes of violence, promote reconciliation, and build a brighter future for all. Sure, education isn't some magic fix, but it is an essential part of the solution to many of the challenges we face today. It is a tool that can turn ignorance into understanding, division into unity, and conflict into peace. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in to this episode of the Diplomacy and Discourse channel. I seriously appreciate you all so much, and I'm truly honored that you chose to spend time listening to our discussions. I love to hear what you think in helping us improve and tailor our content to your preferences. I welcome your thoughts, insights, and suggestions as they play a crucial role in shaping the direction of our channel. If you enjoy what you heard, I appreciate your generosity in leaving a review on your preferred platform. Your comments not only provide encouragement, but also boost our visibility and reach a wider audience. Thank you.